Yo, what is up, guys? What's going on? Let's get ready to get to work here real quick. All right. Whoops. Wrong screen. There we go. So we can get to the SPY and hop on over here to my stream controls. Guys, remember to do me a quick favor and smash that like button for me. And I send out a quick tweet, let everybody know we're live and what we're watching today. SPY, Tesla, QNCX, BZFD, and of course, ESF, which is the E-minis. It's Friday, guys. I expect there to be a little bit lower attendance today in the stream and in the overall market. Usually it works out that way. Today is the last day of that competition. That's why yesterday I stopped trading it. I wasn't gonna place, so I said, you know what, better to just trade my regular prop firm account. That's what I did yesterday. Looking forward to the next one. When they have one, I'll definitely join it again and try to do it a little bit better next time. Yo, Dan, good morning. Wes, good morning, good morning. All right, guys, so make sure I have everything on my screens here correctly. All right, guys, so SPY watching the 402.50 zone for potential support. Here you go. This previous little pivot high that yesterday became an area of resistance right before breaking up and over it in the afternoon and then pushing higher right off that zone. We closed up here, and then today we have a slight gap down. We hop on over to the daily chart. You know what? Let me turn this one back into the 3-minute. Give me a second here, guys. Yeah, let me put this one back to the 3-minute and then go here to the daily chart. Remember that downtrend resistance line? We've broken up and over it. And now at this point, I honestly think we can see 410. Maybe not today, but maybe Monday we could see that 410. However, I expect that 410 to hold us up. You see it was previously level of support there and a level of resistance all up in here. So I expect that 410 zone to hold us up as resistance. And then we go into the next Fed FOMC meeting and we probably start rejecting that area. Probably work our way back down to 395, 390. After that is what I'm thinking. I think that should be the top of this bear market rally. And yes, it is still a bear market rally. You'll have some people out there who don't know what they're talking about the bull market's back. They said the bull market was back on each of these pops because they don't understand bear market rallies are extremely violent to the upside when you get them. I mean, case in point, look at this rally. Case in point, look at this humongous rally, right? Look at this rally. And now we have another rally here that I think could extend a little bit further. Today, like I said, I'm watching 402.50 zone for support for pushes back into 405. Now, Tesla, very simple. Watching to see if this 160 to 161 zone can hold support. On pullbacks, you got room here to 168-ish, 167-ish. All right, so keeping an eye on that. Next is QNCX. QNCX, watching to see if this previous support here at $1.20 can hold support. If it can, watching for moves and pushes higher. All right, into 146, previous resistance here. And then the 200-day moving average up here at that 180 zone. Okay, that's that red line. And then watching BZFD. What is this? BZFD. Watching this 220 zone, you could see here how this 220 zone, resistance, 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 right? This entire zone has been resistance. We're up and over it. Yesterday, we couldn't close above it. We closed under the 200-day moving average. However, today we got a gap up over the zone. We get pullbacks into that level, watching to see if it can hold support. If it can, I think you got room on this one. You could find yourself up here towards 320s to 350. All right, so keep an eye on that. It's going to need buying volume for sure. Yeah, rate increases aren't going to move this market much. Inflation, everybody knows, has peaked. What's really going to be moving this market right now is going to be talks about recessions, soft landings, and just basically the bottom line there on the Federal Reserve's like overall interest hike on the year. So as far as like inflation and stuff like that, that's not going to move much anymore unless we have some drastic changes. So on the ES, watching to see if pullbacks right in here into 40.57, show you that here on the 60-minute chart, can hold support. You can see here previously a level of resistance here, and it's been a level of support here recently. So I'm watching for pullbacks into that 40.57 zone to see if it can hold, support. The other thing to watch would be if we break up and over 40.68, 40.70. We break up and over that level, then I think we could get a little squeeze here, well over that 40.70, maybe even get into the 40.80 zone rather easily. But I'd prefer to see quick little test of 40.70, reject, come back down one more time to 40.57 zone, and then give us a play off there. Otherwise, I'll just watch for that breakout. Guys, today's live stream will end around 10:30. I got some stuff I got to do with the fam this afternoon. Oh, well, during lunchtime, really. So around 10:30, I'll be ending today's live stream a little bit earlier than usual. Around 10:30, I'd say. A little bit later, a little bit sooner. We'll see how the morning progresses. But yeah, got some family stuff to take care of this Friday. Simple as just enjoying the fam. Going out there and enjoying some time. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. All right, just a quick heads up on that. Getting that push right now, right to 68. See what happens there. They're getting that push. 69 is being tested. You know, I don't jump into trades right at the bell. I'm going to wait for, like I usually do, for patterns and setups to start to develop. So I'm not just going to chase this thing here. We can break up over 70 and run to 90. It'll do so without me. I'm not going to just jump in here right now. Guys, do me a quick favor. We got 6 people on the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Help me out there and hit that like button. We only got 2 likes. YouTube's going to hate me for that. If you can help me out there, that'd be great. I know, man. I know. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you. There we go. 5. All right. We got 6 people watching, 5 likes. Guess one of them is watching. He doesn't like it. Why are you watching then? Help a brother out. Yesterday was a good day, guys. We've been building off on a good week here. So not looking to do anything crazy to end the week either. We're going to get in here, grab a good trade if it comes to me. If it doesn't come to me, then no. Check in on QNCX. Is it halted? No. Wouldn't be surprised if it catches a halt soon. So QNCX, nice push here this morning. Let me see here. We talked about it holding the 120 zone. You guys remember that, right? This is right off the watch list. We sent this out in the email this morning. You should have received it around 9:15 a.m. If you are not receiving the watch list, then you can sign up for it right here. It's completely free. We send it out every morning. We said watch for 120 to hold support. Let's switch this to the daily chart real quick. Remember the line we drew for 120? I put these little arrows and everything. I was like, guys, look, previous support. Watch for it to now be support. Look. There it is. It's support. Look at this. Bang. What's the day's low? Probably like 119. 118. I was off by a penny or 2. There you go. Boom. Support. We took right off of that level. And now this thing's getting some really good volume. Definitely one to keep on watch if you want to trade one of the smallies. BZFD pulling in. That one's not doing much. It kind of double topped in front of yesterday's highs. Yesterday's highs holding it up. Tesla with a big push right off the bell, guys, from 161.20s to almost 165. What a freaking beast that Tesla is, man. That's insane. What a move, man. We said 160 to hold support for a move to 168 on Tesla. And so far, we held just above that 160 zone. And it's just taken off there. I mean, if I were going to trade Tesla today, I'd be watching and waiting for this pullback into VWAP this morning. And I would definitely trade it if it comes in on a nice slow volume. And I would keep an eye on the SPY, of course. SPY holding up pretty well here. Looking like it wants to push higher. I think it does push higher. All right, guys, just sitting here watching and waiting. Yeah, I know. For real. We don't want any chop today, that's for sure. We don't want any chop today. 4070 holding up as resistance like we talked about. Look at this. Go on over here to that 60-minute ES chart. Look at where we found resistance so far this morning. I'll draw a line real quick. Right at that 4070 line we talked about. We found resistance there yet again. Look, honestly speaking, Dan, I wouldn't be mad if we just start trading between 4070 and like 4050 the rest of the day. And then on Monday, give us a breakout over 4070. It would be that much better. It would be that much sweeter. If it goes out, if it goes today, it goes today. Simple. All right, so we're breaking up and over 4070 right now. That break on that volume, the volume on that break so far, not impressive at all. Getting a little bit of a rejection there. I'm not in anything. Here's my trading chart. I'm not in a trade. We're getting that rejection there of 4070. Notice how immediately I said the volume on that break there looks not impressive. I wasn't the only one who thought so. It immediately got sold into. Let's see what they're going to do. Definitely you have shorts piling on in there a bit. QNCX pulling in. Oh, wrong chart. QNCX pulling in here. It put in that crazy wick up there into 145 land, pulling all the way back down to 125. Let's take a quick peek at Tesla. Tesla testing that VWAP zone. ES still fighting here in front of 4070. It hasn't dumped away from 4070, which kind of tells you that it's not afraid of the level. I would prefer to see it just come on back down here soon, but I don't know that it is, man. I think we might get that break here soon. I think we might get that break of 4070, guys. If we break 4070, we basically got clear room here to 4075, and then after that, it's pretty much almost clear sky to 4100. 4080 would be next, and then 4100. Sorry, 4100. Yo, Benny. I like that. That was funny. Buenos días. Buenos días, estudiante. We're all students. We are all students of the market every single day. So what's going on, man? What you got plans for today? These 4066s keep holding support, guys. That might have been a little area to scoop up in front of this 4070 for the break. That 4066 area comes from all these little tops here, little pivots. There you go. You're getting that break now. Let's see if we're going to get that push. Yo, Mike, good morning, good morning. Will we get that early morning push? SPY starting to get saucy there. There we go. Can we begin to hold? It is fighting it there. Will the breakout hold? It's 9:43 a.m. We're trying to hold above 68. At 68, I think would be the line in the sand here on this one. Let's see if it can hold. First trade of the day in. Let's see if we can get that push. $15 minutes to those 10 o'clock numbers. Good eye. Good eye there, Mike. That's right, we got consumer expectations today. Let's see what kind of push we can get into that, if any. I think at least we should get the SPY up here to test yesterday's close. And then maybe get a continuation move depending on the direction afterwards. We're struggling here like crazy. I will close this out if we get under 40.68. Let's see if we can get that little move here. It's like I'm sitting at 74.75 in front of that 75 resistance, seeing if I can catch a fill there. It's that 75 to 76 area. That's the resistance. So I want to take a piece of profit off there just to protect myself if we can get there. We're at 74s now, sitting at 74.75. Can we get a pop through that level? It would be very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Come on. We got a good volume on this breakout. It should... Oh, the SPY tested yesterday's close. Right there to the penny. Here we go. Back to 74. Should have broken. Don't want to get a rejection of that level. Because then I think we just turn around and then wait until 10. Look at the SPY. See how it tested yesterday's close? Put a big wick into it. We want to see that break out. Time is it? 9:47 a.m. Still sitting at 74.75 for that first take. Looking for that bigger pop. I think we're going to get it. 74 is being tested again. There we go. 74.50 came on deck for a second there. 25. Looks like it's coming. There we go. First take profit off the table, guys. Nice job. That one's there to protect us, you know, in case this trade turns around. Next take profit, I want to get it up there towards that 80, maybe even a little bit over, depending on this volume. We're getting good volume on this continuation push here, up 4 points on this one. Looking to see if we can get that further extension. All right, 76s. There we go, 77s. Let's go. Don't want to get caught up here in an early take accidentally. Seeing if we can get up here towards those 80s possibly. 81.25 zone would be the next possible resistance level based off of the daily chart. I'm going to sit there at 81 and take my hands off the wheel and see if we can get it for a nice little 10-point winner there. All right, see if we can get it. Stop on this remaining piece is going to be break even for me. So there's no way this trade goes red at any point in time at this point, right? Even if I take a slight L on the remainder here, the overall trade is still going to be green because that first take profit was there taken to protect the account, to protect my trade. Based off of what? The resistance zone that we talked about on the 75 based off of the chart. Again, just like we talked yesterday, entries are predetermined. Stop losses based on the chart, take profits based on the chart. I also don't want to be caught into the 10 o'clock news with this position on, so I will close it before then as well. We tapped that 80, man. We tapped that 80. I might have gotten a little greedy. A little greedy on that last take. It's possible. That 80 it is a resistance zone. I think we have what it takes to get over it. But then 81 through 90, 81.25 through 90 can be rather tough. So I'm gonna just sit there at my 81, seeing if I can catch the fill. That's all. Seeing if we can catch that fill. We're testing those 80s again. Struggling up there at those 80s again. I don't want to hold this past 10 o'clock or 10 minutes. 10 minutes to that news. 10 minutes to that news. I don't like holding stuff into that news. Still holding a little bit here. 80.50 is being tested. Sitting at 81. Give me that 81. Lots of, oh my God, so many contracts there. There we go. Boom. Fill that 81. Could go 5. We could go higher. We could go to 90s. But that was a nice 10-point take there. Not bad. Sitting $750 on the day right now. Good way to kick off the Friday. Putting that money in the pocket. Trading on the prop firm account, not trading the competition account today because the competition today is over, is the last day. And I said, you know what? I ain't going to win the competition. I might as well pay myself actual money because between yesterday and today, I already made more money than I would have won if I would have gotten first place in the competition. So totally worth nicking that there and taking this trade. Guys, we talked about this, man. We said break over 70. If we break over 70, we should get that push into 80, possibly a little bit higher, right? 75 first take, 80. Next take, I took it off at 81. Right there on the ask, you saw me place the trade. And, you know, here we are. That was a really nice trade. Really nice trade. I think we could go higher. Like I said, 4,100 is not unattainable today. We got 8 minutes to these numbers drop on consumer sentiment. So we'll see what happens here. 9:52 a.m. And think about it like this. Sometimes people lose perspective. At least me personally today on the date. It's 9:52 a.m. And I've already made what some people make, a lot of people make in their entire week of work and did it in one day. Now, some people say like, oh, I did it in 3 minutes or whatever nonsense. No, the reality is the trading day started in pre-market when we were throwing out our resistance and support lines, when we were doing what? Our technical analysis, when we were looking at news, we were looking at charts, right? That's when it started. So good day, guys. It's a good day. It's a good day. There's no need to push it too strong unless you have the right setups. You can't allow emotions to dictate your decision making. Oh, Mike, at least you got some, man. At least you got some Tesla. This morning, I said to myself, Tesla is going to haunt me forever. Well, at least for a while now, that last move, right? Because in chat, I had said, I'm looking for Tesla to get into the low 100s for a swing trade. And then when it got there, I don't know what in the world possessed me to say, I'm going to wait for it to break under 100 and get into the 90s, and I'm just going to buy it. Just going to buy it. Just thinking about buying a couple hundred shares, holding them into 120 and then 140 area. Would have been a banger trade. Didn't take it. Didn't take it. Because I was convinced we were going to break underneath 100. And then I said, oh, 115. We got the 115 pull in, but I was busy trading, you know, the ES on the live streams, and I didn't really pay attention to Tesla close enough. And I missed those 115s. That's all right. Part of trading, I guess. So guys, real good day today so far, up 750 bucks. Looking to see if we can get some more in there. Like I said, today I am going to be leaving. Today I am going to be leaving a little bit earlier than usual. I should have had more size, but there's two scenarios where I decrease my size for the most part. The first one is yesterday's reversal trade. You guys remember yesterday's reversal trade? I tend to decrease my size on those reversal trades. I already went over that explanation yesterday. And then on these breakout trades, I tend to decrease my size as well. My stop was rather well here. I didn't realize how good I got my entry. I didn't really realize how good my entry was. But so I could have added another at least 3 contracts. Typically I trade 3 to 5. But I only took 2 because for breakout trades, I personally don't do immensely well with them. I like to buy the pullback. If I'm going to get long, I like to buy the pullback into support and then wait for that push higher. In this case, I bought the breakout over 40.70. My fills were actually really good. My fills were 40.69.75 and then 40.71. First take profit from 40.69.75 was 40.74.75. That's a nice 5 points. And then my next one was from my 40.71 entry. It took it off at 40.81. So far, the high is just slightly over 40.82. I tend to decrease my size on breakout trades, the same as I decrease my size on reversal trades, just to protect myself. Just to protect myself. Dan, you're done as well? You were like, bang, bang. I'm really happy with this trade so far. Best part about it, too, is I got it recorded, so I will be able to do a recap on it. Not sure when it will upload, to be honest, because I might end the stream slightly earlier than I thought in anticipation, and then... No, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to recap the trade together. Okay, we're going to recap the trade together, and then we'll end the stream right after that. I'm going to go off and do my family stuff. It's like the guys' day type of thing. My brother-in-law, my dad, and me, we're going to go to the range and have some fun. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that so I can record it, and then I can upload it. You guys can watch it maybe over the weekend. Or something like that. Maybe I'll put it up on Monday. I mean on Sunday. I'm not sure. But as long as we can recap it together here and I can record it, bang, it'll be up on the channel. Today it sucks, Dan. The weather today sucks. It's freaking chilly. It's been like in the 80s for the past 2 weeks, so I can't complain. But today sucks. It's kind of gray. And it's chilly. Let's see what I call chilly. Let's see what's the temperature out there. Yeah, it's chilly. It's 64 and gray. 64. That's chilly. That's chilly. Look, if it's underneath like the lowest setting I put on my AC when we go to sleep, if it's underneath that setting, it's chilly out there. So it's 64. Don't like it. Sunday we get back into the 80s. But damn, man, all of next week, look at these extremes. All of next week, our lows are in the 60s, and then our highs are in the mid 80s. So that means that you'll wake up in the morning needing a jacket, and then later on in the middle of the day, if you go out to lunch or something, you got to take that jacket off because it's going to be hot. You waited, Mike. Hey, man, at least you caught some, man. Congratulations on that win. Where you at now, Dan? Was it New Jersey? I can't remember. 25? No, bro. If it was 20-0 here in Florida, I'd freaking I wouldn't even stream. I'd just stay in bed, turn on the TV, forget that. Watch The Walking Dead on Netflix. They got the latest season on there. I was behind one season. I had not seen season 11. I'm loving it so far, let me tell you. I remember one time, two times. One time we got in the 20s, and then I remember one time we were in the 18s. I had actually driven to Atlanta, and I was there for like 3 days with a group of friends, including who is my wife today. We were just friends back then. So I drove all the way to Atlanta, and I don't like those drives. The things one does when they're in love, right? We went all a big group to a Christian conference, and then when we drove back, right, I dropped her and her sister off at their house, and then I went home. And when we left Atlanta, it was like 17 degrees. There was ice on the road in certain areas. I never experienced that in my life. I get back home here in South Florida, it's freaking 18 degrees. Bro, I was flabbergasted. Taken back for days. Here recently, we did get into the 30s, which is blasphemy. Oh man, but so Mike, yeah, Arizona, you get those extremes too. Like it's cold as crap and then it's hot as crap. But way more extreme than here. Like we got this next week, we got about a 20 degree channel we're gonna be trading in. A 20-point channel, the temperatures will be trading in next week here. You guys sometimes got way higher than that. South Carolina, yeah, it snows out there, right? I haven't been to many states. I've been to more like countries than I have states, more islands than I have states. Guys, do me a quick solid, hit that like button, it really helps out. If you like today's trade, for example, help me out and smash the like button. SPY pulling all the way back into yesterday's close, putting in a mean wick there so far, but that is a nasty rejection of those highs. Good Lord, are we really going to bounce back? Well, 10 a.m. just rolled in and those consumer numbers are out. Let me go take a quick look, see what I see here. Michigan consumer expectations, expected 62, came in at 62.7. Consumer sentiment, expected 64.6, came in at 64.9. Pending home sales, expected negative 0.9%, and we actually got 2.5%. I hate that. I want to see home sales go to crap, so real estate can go to crap. Yeah, I expect us to push higher here, guys. We're pushing already. Based off of these numbers, I expect us to push higher. Why? There's a simple explanation. This news, some of you might be looking at like, why are we pushing higher on this news? A few weeks ago, news like this would come out, we would go lower because the market would expect higher interest rate hikes because it would expect higher inflation to come. But we all know inflation, high likelihood, has peaked. The chances of us seeing inflation start to trend higher again is very small. So now when we see this, which is actually good news for the economy, is showing strength in the economy. The reason why we push higher off of this is because the world is kind of getting back to normal in a way where good news like this is received by the market as good. Why? Because it increases the chances, right? Gives us higher likelihood of a soft landing, meaning we can maybe escape out of this whole debacle in the skin of our teeth without a recession. I think we got a recession. I'm still of the camp that thinks we get a recession. I've never said that I think we get a 2008 recession. In fact, people on YouTube, on social media, no, this is going to be the worst thing ever. The stock market's going to crash 90% and a bunch of nonsense. And I've always said, no. I've been for the last, God, almost 3 years now, very consistent with back in 2020, I said in 2 years we get a recession, max 3 years. We're at that point now, right? I said inflation's going to freaking go insane when the Fed started printing money back then, right? These are all on streams on YouTube, by the way. YouTube videos, streams on YouTube, YouTube shorts. It's all out there. Anybody that wants to do background homework on me, you can go look it up. If you want to go through all my videos, you'll find it. It's out there. I don't know which one. I'm not going to do the homework for you, but it's out there. I've been very consistent on that. So I still think recession is coming. It's just not going to be, it's not going to be deep. It's going to be pretty like mild recession. If, you know, kind of like mild sauce from Taco Bell. Mild recession. Yeah, my buddy Jonah, business partner from the DTC, he likes mountains and forests and that type of stuff. You would think, oh, so Jesse likes cities. Nah, I like coastal, like islands, you know? At the same time, I like farmish stuff, right? Like we have chickens, and if I had more land here, I only have half an acre. If I would have had 3/4 of an acre or a full acre, I'd have a couple goats for sure, guaranteed. Um, but I don't. So I have chickens. I have chickens here, and then the other house is the island house, the one in the Keys. So I get to have kind of both worlds. They're just 2 hours apart from each other. All right, guys, so you got that push there back to 40.86. You guys saw, right? You guys saw. Where's my mouse? There it is. You guys saw. I took it off at 40.81. You saw all the resistance we got at that 40.80 area, right? You saw that. We came all the way back down to 40.72. All right? Almost towards the initial entry. Then the news came out and we pushed here. We moonshotted. I didn't want to hold into that. I don't like holding into news. I don't. So you never know. I've held into news accidentally, and thankfully, you know, it's worked for me. It's worked in my favor a couple times, and they've just been monster wins. But I've had moments where I've held into news, even here live on the stream, and I've stopped out, but I've stopped out really quickly, but it can get dangerous. And if you're not fast, if you're not hovering over that close button, it can get dangerous real fast. 4100's on deck now, guys. It's looking like it's going to go without me, to be honest. Just because that news came out, and now we're going to moonshot there. SPY over 406. You might get that freaking 410 today after all. I've been yapping here for a while. What do you guys got to say? What are you doing this weekend? Talk a little bit of nonsense while we wait for the next setup. Wow, that's a big candle, man. At this point here, what I would do, wow, 4091, guys. I would wait for 4080 to get tested. I think 4100 holds us up for a little bit at least. And if we get pullbacks into 4080, those could be potentially viable. If not 4070, those would be the two areas I would look for. So between 4070 to 4080, I would look for support on the ES. Let's go take a quick look at Tesla. Nice, guys. Remember I told you that I would be a buyer of Tesla there at that VWAP? That's a nice push off of that level already. It is struggling up here at the highs. If it can break out through there, you get that push to 68 possibly, but it is struggling up there. So let's say you got long there, your first take profit, right? As you pushed up in front of the high of day. And now, if you're not too convinced that you're going to break out, you could drop a little bit more in case you double top, right? Or if you didn't get long here and you got long here, right? You got long here. Where's your high of the day? Up here, right? So where's your first take profit? In front of the high of the day. Is that take profit there meant to really put money in your pocket? Not so much. It's really meant to just protect you in case this trade all of a sudden does one of those. And you know Tesla is one of those stocks that can give you 2 candles like that in the blink of an eye. So it's meant to protect you. First take, boom, protection, right? That's your insurance policy. That's your insurance policy. It doesn't mean the trade can't go red on you. It just means that it's going to go less red, okay, in case you double top. Just quick. Risk mitigations tactic, guys. Risk mitigation tactics. People don't talk about that on YouTube too much because it's not Lambo money, but it is risk mitigation. It keeps you in the game longer. It keeps your account healthier, right? If you get extension move to your next take, what is that? That's your payday. Beyond that, any other takes you get, it's just bonus money. Just bonus money. That's how you turn, you know, a winning trade into a big winner. Okay, I'm about to blow some new traders' minds if they're on here. In order to get bigger winners, you don't need bigger size. You just need to put yourself in proper setups, right? With good risk management. That's it. That's it. Because by scaling out, you can get bigger winners. You can get bigger winners. It allows you to stay in the winning trades longer. So that's how you can go and get into a stock at 575, drop some off as you push into resistance and hold on to a piece and drop that piece at $8, at $9. That's how you can do that, by scaling out. That's how you can get into something like the ES. If I would have had 3 contracts, right, and 10 a.m. wasn't going to roll around, that's how you get into the ES at 40.70, drop some at 40.75 just for protection, the big target at 40.80, drop another, and then hold on to that last piece for that 4100 push, where you can take it off at 40.94, 40.95, 40.98, right? Right here, you reach almost 40.94. From 47, you're up 14 points. That's much easier than buying at 40.70 and then holding on to one contract or an entire position of 40.95, 40.98. What if you never get there? What if you get in at 40.70 and then you get to 40.80, right? You're up 10 points. The news comes out and you get a huge dump, reversal on you, and you stop out for a full-size loss because you were hard-headed and weren't capable of putting your ego and emotions to the side in order to take some profits off along the way. Now, if you got in at 40.70, you took some off at 40.75 and at 40.80, right? You could hold on to one more piece there. Even with the news coming in, you could have your stop loss there at the ready. News comes out, you get stopped out, no biggie. Still a nice green trade with a 10-point take profit on your best take. You see? But people don't want to do that. They want to ego trade. Bro, I ain't here to trade ego. I'm not even here to trade for the live streams. I'm here to trade to put money in my pocket. You know what I mean? I can stop all this YouTube stuff tomorrow, and on Monday, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do exactly this the same way I'm doing it right now, trading from my pocket. That makes sense, guys? I'm not seeing any feedback in the chat there. I want to make sure that if you guys have a question about anything I say, please ask me. Please. 10:13 a.m. I'm about to do the quick recap on the trade. And then today, today the stream ends a little early. So if you weren't around for the earlier trade I took, stick around here. It's going to take less than 10 minutes. We're going to do a quick recap on the trade. And then later today, it'll be uploaded to YouTube along with the live recording because Even though we did the trade live, you guys saw it, I did record it as well. All right. Let me switch this over so you can see the 60-minute chart, because that's where we based our trade off of today. All right, give me a second here. Let me grab a quick little drink of water. I'm going to hop back on the mic, and we're going to do this. There it is. All right, guys, let's jump into the recap, okay? Now, today was very simple. Came into the day, I said I expect long setups, right? I said I'm looking for this market to go higher. And I gave a target of 4080s, right? And if we can break up over 4080s on the ES, then I expect that 4100 to be tested. So far, we got 4094 zone. I think we could still push that 4100 possibly and get a good test of that. Now, today's trade was brought to you by the 60-minute chart, right? The 60-minute chart. Now, today I didn't trade. Like I said, it was the last day of that competition, that trading competition. I knew I wasn't going to place in the competition. So I said, I'm just going to trade my regular prop firm account like I did yesterday. And the reality is, between yesterday and today, I made more money than I would have made if I would have won the competition. So I ain't mad about it. I'm telling you right now. Now, 4060, I said this morning, I'm going to look for a pullback into 4060 to get long. We got like one little pullback there, I think into 4058. And I think that was right before 9:30 a.m. So I really didn't get in there. I said, guys, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. If we get a pullback later, if we get up into 4070 and we pull back into 4060 and we hold support there, then I'll look to get long. Otherwise, I'm not looking to get long until we break up and over 4070. Okay? I said, if we break up over 4070, I'm looking to get long. My first take profit is going to be in that 4075 zone. Again, meant to just protect the trade. And then my next take profit is going to be up there in 4081, 4080 zone. Now, why was that 4080? Let's go over to a quick daily chart here. Okay, you see this previous little wick here? See that little wick there? That's 4083, 4082 area. And that's why I said, you know what? If we push up into that zone, that can be troublesome, because everything between 4082, 83 to 4089 is resistance. There's just resistance in that area. That's why right now, you know, we did pierce it. We got up into 4094, even after the back of that good news that came out at 10 a.m. with consumer sentiment, and we've struggled a little bit there. Can we break up and over it? I think we can, but we are struggling there. So that's why I wanted to take 4081s, right? Now, hop back on over to the 60-minute chart, all right? Here is your 4070 break. You see here, 4070 tap, 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 tap. On this attempt here, we break up and over 4070. I get long, all right? You guys see the trade unfold. Now, how did I manage my risk on this? Well, first of all, I knew where my stop was. My stop was just under 4068, okay? Because I figured if we get under 4068, why? 4070 is the support zone. Under 4068, if we cannot break back, you know, quickly, get into that level, I think we just faded back down to 4060. So I would have stopped out underneath 4068. But the real risk management for me here was my contract size. Since it's a breakout trade, and I know that I don't usually do extremely well with breakout trades unless I really get sweet entries, right? I decreased my size. If this would have been a regular pullback into a long setup, I would have gone in regular full size, okay? But since it wasn't, I decreased my risk by about half. And I only took 2 contracts. I still remain with my regular profit target setups, which was in this case based off of this daily chart, since we had room here to 4075 where these candles are, 4075 through 4076. I wanted to take profit off in front of that level because I didn't want to see us double top here on the 60-minute chart, turn around, reject harshly, and then I'm in my full size, and then I take a full size L. So I take my first target, right? And as soon as I get that off, what did I say to you guys? That's insurance policy. That's all that is. It's not meant to really be a payday. It's meant to protect me. So I take that off there, solid 5 points, because I was long from 69.75, took that one off at 71, right? So solid 5 points. And we get that push into that level right in here. Bang. See how we get right here to, oh, I can't do the crosshairs on this chart. But you see how we get right there into 75 land? I take that off. And then I say, okay, where's my next zone? You guys remember I said my next zone is going to be that 80, 81 zone because you had resistance there until like 83. So right at 81 flat, I put out an order on the chart, on the ask for a take. Okay, I put that one out there and we break up in over 82 ever so slightly. I catch my fill at 81 and then we reject the level, come on back down all the way down here under 72. Then 10 a.m. rolled around. We got those consumer sentiment numbers that came in higher than expected, showing the consumer is still, spending money. And we got that big push to the upside here, right to what? Those last final targets, those mid-94, the mid-90s to 100 area. And that was it. I traded the plan. You know what's wild is, I said it all. Like I said it all beforehand. I said it all here on the live stream beforehand, before I even entered the trade. I got into the trade. I still was laying out the plan during the trade. And we got it to work out. If it wouldn't have worked out, it would have just been stopped out under 68. Caught a fill, who knows, 66, 67, 65, whatever. But I would have stopped out. And it would have been an L of a trade. And some people would have been like, oh my God, he lost money on. Well, yeah, you're going to lose money as a trader. You ain't going to win every single day. There might be people out there who will try to get you to believe they win every single day. And while you can go on a streak, I've gone on streaks, 12, 15, 18 days in a row of wins. You're not going to have 200 and something winning days in the year. Like every day of the year, you're not going to win. That's just why you manage risk. If you can have 100% accuracy in the entire year, you would not have to manage risk. You just go in with your entire account every single time because you're never going to be wrong. But you know that being wrong is a part of trading, so you manage your risk. And those traders who don't manage their risk are the traders who blow up and who call the stock market a scam a year down the line. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the recap. Any questions, drop them in the chat. How do you trade? Okay, let me get through these, guys. How do you trade multiple accounts? Well, on Ninja, you just have your like a little account tab and you just click it and you can have multiple accounts there. And you can just select them. Just like on Charles Schwab, you have a little tab. For example, on my equities account, you have a little tab here. You have multiple accounts. The only reason I have multiple accounts there is because I have my long-term account and I have my day trading account for equities. So my long-term investment account and then my taxable one. My retirement accounts are at Vanguard. Seems like chop now? Possibly. Not necessarily. Not yet anyways. Adriana, real talk, bro. I appreciate the little talks. Yeah, absolutely, Adriana. It's my pleasure. I mean, so there's a few things that I'm passionate about and I can go on rants. Trading, investments, God, fishing, and then politics, but I try to keep those off of YouTube because I don't want to get demonetized. So I'll go off on rants. And for the most part, they're always from personal experience. So I'm going to try to share everything I know. As a matter of fact, the reason I started the YouTube channel 3 years ago, I think it's like 3 years now. I don't think I've reached 4. Could, but I think it's 3 years. 3 years ago, I think I started the YouTube channel. Pretty sure. I've been trading for like 6 years. So I'm pretty sure I started the YouTube channel about 3 years ago. Was because I wanted to share this kind of information. There's only so many people I know personally in life. And a lot of them were getting tired of hearing me talk about this stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me go annoy some people on YouTube about trading and investing. Jay, my pleasure. Dropping gems. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys. And look, again, another day goes by and maybe some of you don't even know. I have courses. Like I haven't dropped my futures course yet because I'm working on it. It should come out. I'm shooting for the end of February. But yeah, it's like you see, like some people will just bombard you with their courses and their whatnots on the YouTube. I forget. Like I'll get on here and I'll just start going on about the trading and the risk management and like just trying to like drive that home. I'll completely forget to tell you, hey guys, like I got courses. I don't make my money off courses. I don't make my money off courses. You know, I make my money with my other businesses and my side money, which is starting to grow exponentially here with my trading. Usually, what I do with my trading income is I just grab that income and put it into long term, right? So I put it into stocks and I put it into real estate. Like I've put a good chunk of my last couple years profit right back into my last purchase, which was that the Florida Keys house. You know, used a lot of that money for renovations when I first got it. Used a good chunk of that money for my boat lift. Used a good chunk of that money here recently for painting the entire house, which wasn't cheap. Came out to like 14K. But there was a lot of stuff that needed to be done there. I actually had like a lot of like all the trims redone with cement board as well. Came out really nice. I really got to post these pictures on social media. I have not posted not even one. I've shown you guys here on the camera, but I don't think it does it justice at all. I really got to post these pictures on social. I might post them on my Instagram soon. Here, I'll give you guys my Instagram. I'm not very active on the Instagram. You guys watch the spy there for that hold. I'm not very active on the Instagram, but I'll get it for you. Because that's more like the Instagram on my side. I have two Instagrams. There's the DTC Instagram, the Day Trader Chat Room Instagram, and then there's my personal Instagram. There you'll get a glimpse more of my life. Let me get that for you. Here you go. Bam. Oh, cool. The first picture you're going to see is me and my daughter fishing off our dock in the Keys. Love it. That was so much fun. There's some trading stuff on here still. So I was trying to grow the trading stuff. But I'll still throw up. My Instagram's a disaster. You got you got trading stuff. You got fishing stuff. You got boating stuff. Lots of fishing stuff. Oh, there's a picture of young Jesse here, guys. What? There's like a picture of 16-year-old Jesse on here. Picture of my kid when she was born. A picture when we bought the Keys house. I'm having fun going through my Instagram. I know there's there's a picture of me here with my 3 boys. Well, my 2 boys. We went not kids, like my old high school friend and my business partner. A bunch of pictures on here. There's a picture here from like 2002, 2001 with me and my 1992 Trans Am from back then. There's a hunting picture here. Couple hunting picture of me and my old man. I'm looking at this on my other computer. If not, I would bring it up here on the screen. So just click that and go check it out, guys. Guys, it's 10:28 a.m. I have to... Yeah, we're back at 80s. Check if 80s hold support. I have to get going. Going to spend the rest of the day with my dad and my brother-in-law. So I got to get running. I'll be back streaming Monday at 9:15 a.m. Thank you guys very much for watching and participating today. When you participate in the chat, it really helps out with the YouTube algorithm tremendously. And I'm trying to grow the stream. I really am. I mean, I don't really know how to grow the stream, guys. Like I'm putting, like somebody said earlier, I think it was Jay. I'm dropping gems here almost on the daily. And I know that if I was clowning and I was stupid clown stuff on here, I'd probably grow the stream tremendously. But look, it's not in me. I like to have fun. I like to joke around. I like to laugh. But I'm here to spread knowledge. And no matter how hard I try to be the clown that YouTube and the algorithm and new traders like to see. I can't do it. I can't, man. I can't. And I know I've seen them on Twitter, and they get a ton of followers on their crap. Whatever. If we grow, we grow. If we don't grow, then I'll end the stream in a few months, and I might cut my YouTube career there and just throw out like a video once a month. But I'm gonna give it a shot because I have to believe there's a few hundred of you guys out there that want to actually be in a community that takes trading serious, all while still having fun. You know, it's not all showboating. It's not all chasing crap higher, wishing it goes higher. The weekend is here. Guys, thank you very much for watching and smashing that like button. I will upload the live trade recap. If not today, probably I'll upload it for Sunday. You saw the live trade if you were here. You're seeing 40.80 right now, getting a jump off that level. If that level continues to hold support, watch for the ES to push to 4,100. Watch for the SPY to break over 406.50, maybe make a push to 407. All right. If the SPY gets up to 410 today, that's extreme. If it gets up to 410 today, I expect 410 to hold resistance. I hope it doesn't get to 410 today because I really want 410 to be tested right before the Fed meeting. Because I think after the Fed meeting, we start to reject. And if I can get those two to couple together, it's going to make for an awesome day trading on the ES with shorts, shorting the ES. And it's going to make for an awesome swing trade on SPY puts, which I will be looking for in front of 410 if I get the opportunity. Enjoy your weekend, guys. I'll see you all nope, not tomorrow. I'll see you all Monday. Peace.